Hey guys, Andy here from Mediocre Hobbies, bringing you another video for the Legion playlist. This is actually one of my favorites, the Salamanders Legion. I know at some point in my future I will indeed own a Salamanders army. It's only a matter of time. After reading all the literature and lore, they are definitely one of my favorites. They've got rich green armor, lots of flame motifs, and yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you guys this quick and easy scheme to get your Salamanders Legion painted quickly and efficiently. Let's get into it. Okay, it's the turn of the Sons of Vulcan, the Salamanders. Started off with most of the tutorials in this playlist with the Chaos Black all over and a grey Seer zenithal spray. We then moved over to Warp Lightning Contrast to lay down the foundation of our beautiful green Salamander armor. So we're going to apply this contrast all over the power armor of this miniature. This is one of those, if you've been following the series, you'll know that some of them you need to be more careful with than others. This is one of those schemes where we will be layering back up the armor later on. So this is just acting as a base coat. So you don't need to be as neat and tidy as you think you might be. If it pulls a little bit here or streaks a little bit there, it's not a big deal. We can correct any of those mistakes later on in the layering process. So you can get this done quite quickly and quite efficiently. Next we're going to do is move over to all of the other parts of the miniature that are going to be black. So we're going to go to black Templar contrast for this. And the inside of his shoulders, power armor, shoulder pad, sorry, and then the casing for his bolt gun are going to go black Templar. In some of the different depictions of Salamander armor I've looked up in 40k and 30k, some of them had black shoulder pads and some of them had green shoulder pads. I'm not 100% sure which one they're supposed to have. If you guys know for a fact, let me know in the comments below. But I went for black because that's what stands out in my mind more as a Salamander scheme. We're then going to go across and start working up the metallics. So we're going to go for the Retributor Armour Gold, and that's going to be for the shoulder trim on this miniature and the face visor. Salamanders are a really nice scheme. The black, green and gold really do stand out a mile. I've been doing a lot of the darker color schemes lately, the blacks and darker colors like that. And then getting back to doing something quite bright and vibrant like the Salamander scheme was a real treat. So with the Retributor Armour Gold done, it's time to go over to the Leadbelcher. And we're going to apply this to all the other metallic parts of the miniature, which in all fairness is just going to be the remainder of the bolt gun and the pipework coming out of the power pack on his back. Nothing too special there, just neat and tidy. Getting all the nooks and crannies. Make sure you get in behind the bolt gun if you can. Not a big deal if you can't. Like I said, most people are not going to turn your miniature upside down to have a peek behind his bolt gun, but if you do have a few seconds spare and want to get in there, you can. And with all of the base coats now on the miniature, it's time to move across and shade the entire thing. For me, I'm going to use Null and Oil for this. Some of you may be thinking that this is a little dark for this scheme, but that's okay, trust me. As it dries, it's not as dark as you might think it is. The green is still going to show through, so is the gold, and it's going to look fantastic. And then once we do very, very quick layer job later on, you'll be shocked at the results. Even when you see when the shade actually dries, you'll see that it doesn't dry as dark as a lot of people think. It's just going to add a really nice bit of shading to the Salamander model. So while that shade is drying, I'm also going to get the miniature based up so we can get the model finished. Okay guys, while we wait for that stuff to dry, I just wanted to give you guys a huge shout out. Thank you so much for the continued support from me, the Mediocre Hobbies channel. If you are enjoying this video, make sure you hit the like button below. If you have any questions about anything that I'm doing in this video or have any requests for any future videos, make sure you drop it in the comments below and I will get back to each and every one of you guys. The algorithm tells me that only about 25 to 30% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed to my channel. So if you would do me a huge favor and take an extra 2 seconds out of your day, just hit that subscribe button. That would mean the world to me and would help the growth of my channel immensely. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and let's get back to painting. And this is it with the shade all dry and the basing done. As you can see, it's not nearly as dark as you thought it was going to be. Am I correct in saying that? So let me know in the comments below if you guys thought it was going to be darker or if you hit the nail on the head. And then we're going to go for the layer job. We're going to use Warpstone Glow for this. And we're going to pull that green power armor back up a little bit more bright, a little bit more vibrant. And this is one of those really nice layering jobs. where the color is strong enough that it will go over and layer the entire thing in one coat. You're going to go back and do it again and again and again with something like the yellow or the white. This green is going to go over in one nice, neat, fluid coat. And once it's all applied, you're going to be left with a stunning Salamander power armor. And that's where I personally am going to leave the Salamander power armor. I've said in a bunch of these videos before, we are trying to give you guys schemes that you can replicate across a legion's worth of miniatures. If you're going to be doing the Horus Heresy, you're going to have to paint kind of 60 to 100 power armored Marines to get your army done. Edge highlighting and layering up those Marines to me seems like an unachievable thing for a lot of us hobbyists. We don't either have the time or the patience to do that. So I'm trying to give you guys schemes that are very quick to achieve, follow along with, and will give you really nice tabletop miniatures. We're now using the Corvus Black paint just to go back over the shoulder pads and the bolt gun casings. Back to Leadbelcher to touch up the bolt gun and once again those pipings on its back. Just to highlight it just a little bit, leaving the null oil in all the little nooks and crannies and recesses, like the exposed bolts out of the side of the clip, stuff like that. This is just to add a little touch of color back into it. Unfortunately, I got Leadbelcher on my finger there from the pot, so I'm trying to wipe it off so I don't get a big smudge of silver paint across the back of the green model, which would be an absolute nightmare. We are also going to use the Leadbelcher to quickly add a layer of highlights to the gold. Just a quick kind of cross-hatching, stippling kind of effect, and it works a treat on the gold. We also filled in the eye sockets with Leadbelcher as well, so that we can come in with this red contrast now, the Blood Angels red contrast. Fill in the eye lenses, and then all of a sudden you've got beautifully painted eye lenses. Once again, another thing where you could spend a long time doing the couple of layers of highlight on the eye lenses, and then trying to reproduce that across 60 to 100 models is ridiculous. Adding a couple of transfers really brought the model to life and finished off the paint scheme at a Salamanders Legionary. I personally am delighted with this result. I hope you guys are as well. If you are, once again, please give the video a like. Drop any comments if you have any questions. And if you like what I do here at the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.